This is one of the least positive, body positive influencers that I've seen on the internet. Her name is Clara Dao and her motto is, it's important to love yourself the way you are. But she's currently receiving a lot of backlash and is being called a hypocrite because she claims to be naturally skinny and that you can be skinny too. But as you'll see, her advice completely contradicts everything she stands for.
I often don't remember to eat unless I really feel it in my stomach. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm hungry. And then I realized that, oh, it's like 7 p.m. and I haven't eaten anything all day.
What? So Clara Dao is a body positive influencer who's gained a large following across her social media platforms from spreading skinny positivity and using satire to promote positive messages. As someone who grew up very skinny, especially in the sports world or even in gym class where I was noticeably smaller than the other people, I was very uncomfortable with my body. So seeing an influencer make videos saying that being skinny is okay is nice to see, but as you'll see, Clara Dao is not so nice. You take a look at any comments made from several months ago and you'll find Clara got a lot of praise. People complimenting her, thanking her for what she does, and saying F societal beauty standards. But everything started to change after Clara made one video, The Surprising Habits That Keep Me Skinny, No Diet Needed.
I'm a naturally skinny person. I have never gained weight since my adult life. I've never have to worry about my weight. I've never have to worry about what I eat.
The video was meant for those who want to stay quote unquote naturally slim while avoiding intense workouts. But as you can see by the amount of dislikes compared to likes, it was an absolute train wreck with people calling her a hypocrite and saying things like, was the body positivity content not paying off your rent anymore? I'm truly concerned for the 4K people who liked the video. She has balls for not deleting this, because what Clara did was far from promoting body positivity. She was promoting ED. So for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Clara Dao and all of the backlash that she's been getting, because her surprising habits video was just the start. From there unfolded a lot more and a lot worse, which changed her comments from positivity to an onslaught of criticism and hate. But before we get into this, if y'all could leave a like in my video and subscribe if you haven't already, it truly would mean a lot. So without further ado, grab your popcorn, but don't eat it. Just have it there chilling on the side, because in the words of Clara, don't eat unless it's 7 p.m. and you feel the physical symptoms of starvation.
If skinny privilege is a thing, I can be called a skinny legend. These are the habits that make me stay at this weight for the past 10-15 years.
So in the video, Clara talks about the 13 habits that keep her skinny, and it's important to note that we should trust her on this because she's read about 5 books on the subject, so she's become very knowledgeable and can speak with confidence.
Trust me, I have read a lot about this. I have learned and educated myself a lot about health and fitness and nutrition, so I can speak about this with confidence that like this is healthy.
Bro, that's like me saying I watch Grey's Anatomy so now I can conduct open heart surgery, or watching a Jake Paul documentary and now thinking I'm a professional boxer. Just because you read a few books does not make you an expert in the field. She does not have a degree, so no, she cannot speak on this with confidence. Right in the first minute, Claire drops a bombshell by saying she doesn't eat unless she feels the hunger literally in her stomach.
I often don't remember to eat unless I really feel it in my stomach. I'm like, oh my god, I'm hungry. And then I realized that, oh, it's like 7 p.m. and I haven't eaten anything all day.
Which is definitely terrible advice and contradictory to what she said in the beginning.
I'm a naturally skinny person.
You can't claim you're naturally skinny but be yourself for 24 hours. She claims to have a healthy relationship with food, but as you'll see, it's far from it. She says that most people eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but thinks it's a bad idea and says that it has to change.
People just eat when it's mealtime, not necessarily because they are hungry.
And just take a listen to the reason why, because it is absolute insanity.
Because back in our hunter-gatherer day, which is like hundreds of thousands of years ago, we didn't have food lying around. We didn't have an abundance of food. We had to actually work really hard to find the food. And food is like some day you can eat, other days you can go 1 or 2 days or even longer without food.
Did she really just say back in her hunter-gatherer days when people lived on average to only 30 years old? Bruh. Did she not realize that back in those days people starved themselves not because they wanted to but because they had no choice? But it's not all about food. Exercising and getting a good amount of sleep is also important in maintaining a healthy body. But Clara focuses way too much on calories, and I would argue that she has an abnormal obsession with it.
Like if one day I consume like 2,500 calories or 3,000 if I'm like really stuffing myself.
2,500 calories is really stuffing yourself. Yeah, I don't think so. Apparently, the average woman needs 2,000 calories a day, and that's just the bare minimum, with active women needing around 2,300 a day. So no, 2,500 is nowhere near stuffing yourself. It is just going over the minimum intake. But what she says next is absurd, and is what really convinced me that she's just promoting ED.
The next day, I just like don't think about food at all. I would still feel full from yesterday, and I probably will only have like 500, 600 calories.
What? Only 500 calories a day? That's like eating one Big Mac, no fries, no no drink, and literally nothing else for the entire rest of the day. What's harmful about her video is that she looks at food solely as a calorie intake, forgetting the fact that we don't just eat to make our stomach stop growling. By eating only one meal a day or only 500 calories in a day, you are depriving your body of the necessary vitamins, protein, and everything else it needs to function on a daily basis. I've always believed that when it comes to having a healthy body, it shouldn't be eating less, it should be eating better. Oh, but my bad, how could I forget? Clara's read 5 books on this, so she's the expert. It's pretty clear that the lifestyle Clara is promoting is an unhealthy one. In the start of the video, she says she's never gained weight in her adult life and has maintained a weight of 900 to 100 pounds for years, which to me is very difficult to imagine because in high school I was very skinny and I was 140 pounds. But you also gotta factor in height to get a good idea if someone's weight is healthy for them. According to a post she made back in 2019, she is 95 pounds at 5 feet 6 inches tall. But a quick Google search and you'll find that a healthy weight for a woman who is 5'6" is 118 to 148 pounds. That means that she is 20 pounds less than the minimum healthy weight. And she has the audacity to say that although the BMI classifies her as severely sick, it's not true at all. Sorry, not true according to who? To you because you read 5 books and are suddenly an expert on the subject? When you consider the poor eating habits that she's promoting, accompanied by the fact that she's ignoring what the BMI says about her, you start to look at her videos in a different lens.
So I'm 34 weeks today.
Bro, did she really just say that she feels pregnant after eating dinner? So after this habits video went viral in the past month, it seems like people do not like her anymore. You take a look at the comments on any of her recent posts on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, and you'll see it flooded with hate. Because it's one thing if you are naturally skinny beyond your control, but it's another if you purposely choose an unhealthy lifestyle, advocate others to follow that unhealthy lifestyle, and then profit off of playing the victim. So like I said, that was just a start because after that video gained attention, people started to realize that Clara Dao was not as positive as she thinks she is. Clara has made some questionable content, one with the caption, "You are not going to find a boyfriend who is attracted to the body of a 12-year-old. Yikes, atrocious word choice. She really thought she ate. So Clara is also a feminist, and that's great. We love supporting women's rights. She's made many shorts about double standards between men and women, and some of them are very true and very relatable. But 2 months ago, she made a video which seemed to contradict everything she stands for. Nah, this is just wrong. DV is DV. It should never be ignored, no matter who's on the receiving end. This isn't feminism. This is just hating on men. Feminism should be to support women's rights and uplift them, not bring men down. And that wasn't the only video. She made another one with the caption, "Positions I wish I tried with my ex," where she can be seen taking off her shoe and smacking her ex. Just imagine a man were to make videos like this, pretending to smack his ex-girlfriend and ignoring her going through domestic. This behavior is not okay and should not be normalized, no matter who's on the receiving end. So like I said, the habits video was made a while ago, and right when it dropped, she got backlash from the community, but it wasn't until people started making videos about her that she started to get backlash from the internet as a whole. She made the video back in September, but it took her all the way until March to finally respond to the backlash. But instead of apologizing, she decided to double down by posting this TikTok.
I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love the sue. Yeah, that song.
Wow, what a terrible response. This is honestly really sad. She did far more than simply say she does not eat when she's not hungry. She said that you should only eat 1 meal a day.
Regular mealtime, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And people just eat when it's mealtime, not necessarily because they are hungry. And I think that has to change.
You shouldn't finish your plate.
So I never finish my food whenever I go out. Like there's always some food left. But for me, it's just like I'd rather waste all that food rather than like stuffing myself because I respect my body.
You respect your body, but don't respect the hardworking chefs who made the food, or more importantly, respect the fact that there are people out there on the streets who would have your leftovers rather than you wasting it and not bringing it home. That eating 2,500 calories in a day is stuffing yourself, and the next day you should balance it by eating 500 calories.
I probably will only have like 500, 600 calories.
Don't get me wrong, she does give some good tips such as advising not to emotionally eat, but nonetheless, Clara still presents some inaccurate habits, which could be especially dangerous to kids who take her opinions as facts. And just because it may work for her, it doesn't mean it will work for everyone. It's very hypocritical to be pushing the narrative that you're naturally skinny and saying self-love and body acceptance, then go make a video telling people they can be skinny just like you. Guys, more of the story is eat whatever you want. I mean, not whatever, but like eat good, eat sometimes bad, enjoy life. You only live once. Exercise, that's very important. It's not all about food. And when it comes to stuff like this, do your own research or speak to a professional. Don't listen to an influencer who lives a very different life than the average person. And yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyways, I'm really curious on what you all think about this, so leave a comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed my coverage on this topic, please leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already, but that's officially gonna do it. So until next time, it's been IvanSteff.